Alright, let's get back to it. I think we left off inside of the crypt, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah. Yes, you should attack. Hang on, I gotta remember where I was doing, what I was doing.
Now, strike swiftly.
To battle!
I think we've had enough of...
Stay close and step where I step.
Alright, this is where I have to be careful because I have to disarm the doors first. There's hungry zombies behind these doors. Come on.
Now, strike swiftly.
Take that!
Come on, Kelgar, get up here, bud.
Take that!
What's up, Transcend?
Take that! Time for...
Stay close and step where I step.
Okay. No, damn it. Really finicky on the movements. Okay. Fire agate. Okay. And we should definitely do a quick save. What's up, Deeks? Transcend, everybody.
Now, strike swiftly.
Take that! Take that!
My guy's gonna die. Hold up, I need to take a potion.
Watch my back.
All right.
We won't both walk away.
Take that!
I have fallen, and I can't get up.
To battle! Take that! Take that! Yeah!
All right.
Stay close and step where I step.
Alright. Nothing here. There's a door over here. Bunch of crypts that I can't do anything with. Trapped door. Is that a broken wall? Something over there. Interesting. Okay. These things have pretty high DCs. All right. That's a big room. I smell lots of bad guys. You should...
Now! Strike swiftly!
I failed my tumble.
Take that!
A nap turned into 8 hours of sleep.
Take that!
Stay close and step where I step.
Give me a
Now,
moment, and it's
strike
all
swiftly.
I'll take that.
Take that! Take that!
We won't both walk away from this.
Take that!
Oh, get the ghoul. I didn't see the ghoul until just now.
Take that!
I'll take it.
To battle!
How can I help?
Yeah, she couldn't identify it either.
What?
That's a dagger. Or a falchion? Okay. Probably better give that to Calgar so I don't get overburdened. I mean, I really don't care about lore at the moment, although that might help me be able to identify things. Oh, it did! Uh...
Yes.
I have that ring. Maybe I'll be able to identify a bunch of these items now.
I have perhaps so.
Nope. Some of these things, though. Nope. Yeah, the falchion I was able to get. Perfect. Also the wand of lightning. Let me give this to him. I don't need that. Okay. Well, I examined a few things. Hashtag for the win. Yep, you're welcome, Thorgan. Something to pass the time a little bit. In between the other things we're working on.
Take that!
That's it for me. Sorry.
Take that!
Come on, Calgar.
Take that!
Alright, get up, girl. You cannot rest while there are enemies nearby. Walk 5 feet to the left. No more enemies. Problem solved. Excuse me.
Stay close and step where I step.
Alright, we got archers up ahead.
Now! Strike swiftly!
That's it for me.
She
Sorry.
died immediately.
You will regret that.
Take that!
So ridiculous. She is so fucking weak, man.
Take that!
Like, we just rested and you had full hit points. You lazy sack of tiefling bones. Oh my goodness. Alright. Nothing over there. We got 2 doors over here. That goes back that way. We might as well open it.
Well, I'll
Success
take care of this.
not
Give me a moment.
possible.
Give me a moment, and this'll all be over.
No. Follow
Stay
me.
close and step where I step.
Success not possible. Oh, this can't be good. Portal. Oh no. What is this?
Fresh materials to work with. Excellent.
Excellent. This must be the patrol that we lost.
Attack, my children. Let us add their corpses to our army.
Well, damn it.
Now! Strike swiftly!
Let's see what they're made of!
Get the priest, get the priest, get the priest.
That's it for me.
Oh, I'm gonna have to probably redo this fight.
Take that!
You know what? I do have things that I can use. Chuck it, bro. Chuck it.
Take that!
Get on the priest. He's down. Nice.
Take that!
First time I've used one of my consumables. That worked rather
Take
nicely.
that!
Die, you filthy zombie.
Some sorcery turns my attack.
Yeah, see, he resists all damage when I use my daggers.
I have to lighten this load.
That's what I say every morning when I wake up and go to the bathroom. Oh, but I'm just... Helmet unidentified. Kilgar.
How can I help?
You can help by not being such a pussy.
Follow me.
damage plus 8. I mean, they're both nice weapons. However, can I use that?
What?
I can. So I should hold on to that. Battlefield 6 just released a story trailer with the multiplayer trailer out in a few weeks' time. Nice. Alright, hang on a second. I want to go watch this to see, because I don't know anything about Battlefield 6. So, we're going to go watch the trailer really quick. I'm hoping Rashid, if the game has a story mode, I'm mildly interested. Just depends on what they're going to charge for it. But this is the official reveal trailer that just dropped a little bit ago. Let's take a peek at this.
My fellow citizens, my fellow. We will prevail.
We're ready, Mr. President.
My fellow citizens, today represents a dark day in our history. With this monstrous, unprovoked attack, no country is safe from their reach. For all those serving on our behalf, our prayers go with you. For the Pax Armada mercenaries who are watching now, I have a message. It's over.
Alright. Oh, are they going to use licensed music in the damn trailer, which is going to get me pinged for watching? Yes. This is why I don't watch the trailers too often anymore, because they always use licensed music. In this case, we're going to be using Bob Dylan music. And I'm going to talk as loudly as I can over the top of it to try not to get dinged by copyright. I should have waited and watched this offline. I mean, this looks... It looks interesting. I love the Call of Duty stuff, so if they can give me a good single-player campaign, I'll play it. But the thing is like most of the time these games are generally focused on like the multiplayer component, and I would hate to pay $80 for something that's only going to have like a 6-hour single-player campaign, you know? Oh, I know who he is. One of our favorite Scottish actors. So I would say that suggests that there's going to be a pretty cool single-player campaign that we'll be able to dive into, which is good. It's not your fault, Thandar. It's one of those things where I should have known going into it that they were going to use copyrighted music. There are not enemies nearby. Go over here and rest. That's just not true. There are not any enemies nearby. Let's go back out here and rest.
Stay close and step where I step.
Alright, let's go back in that room, because if I had to guess, that's the lost patrol we were looking for. And a creepy portal. It's a miracle you came along. You must be Commander Tan. Did Lieutenant Vallis send you to find me? He must be gloating right now. Alright, yep. I have much to report, and the men need to be prepared to deal with this new threat. New threat? The Necromancer Tinker to be thoroughly on the strengths and weaknesses of Fort Locke. He must have been planning to attack using the undead he was raising. Oh no. Why would he want to attack the fort? Is he working alone? He spoke with a shade, a name called Black Garius. Are you able to travel? Alright. How many men do you think you have left? You hear the sound of metal grinding on stone coming from the hallway. Is he gonna come with us? He is. Well, let's hope. We should save the game, and there's guys coming through right now, so let's...
Now! Strike swiftly!
Oh my, he must be a...
Nature's fury strike you down.
He must be a paladin.
Let's see what they're... Take that!
Alright. Come on, guys. No, 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 no. How do I open the door? Ah, you fuckers are gonna run around and do things that you shouldn't be doing. Minor gas trap. Oh, he's gonna get himself killed.
Stay close and step where I step. Now! Strike swiftly!
I'm gonna have to reload. He's just about to get himself killed. And I don't have healing potions. Skeleton was immune. Right? Exactly. This is where Dragon Age Origin got inspiration. Other games. Did he just...
Death to those that threaten balance.
No. Stop running around, bruh.
Nature's fury strike you down. Take that! Take that!
Okay, we're looking for his men. Unfortunately, looks like one of his men didn't make it. We did our best. Alright, we gotta find 2 more of his men. Quick save. Alright, that is 1. No, that's gonna go outside. We don't want to go outside. Because I got to find the rest of his men. Hello? Oh!
That's it for me.
Yep.
Sorry.
That was my bad. I went rushing in without disarming the traps. Plane. You're all lucky that I showed up. Alright. We've got one more dude to find. Don't know where he might be. Gotta go and find him. There was another door. Yeah, here we go.
Let's see what they're made of!
Ram!
Take that!
Brunel. Alright, time to go to the fort. Alright, there should be a way out of here, somewhere close to here. Let's take it and get the frack out, man. Hungry, Hungry Zombies is the name of that game, Whiskey Dead. Rawr! You will report directly to me, and I shall brief the officers I am relieving you of duty. What the hell is going on here? What's gotten into you? I've given you orders, now carry them out. I am the commander of Fort Locke now, Ton. You will brief me, then return to your quarters. I will be restored to insubordination. The commander has given you your orders, Valis. It's your duty to carry them out. I am not about to watch the garrison fall apart again because of you, Tan. The loss of 3 patrols is a direct result of your failure to prepare the men properly. You were unfit to command. The men were as prepared as they could be, Lieutenant. If you have an issue, you can bring it up with my superiors. This is not the way to handle it. Men, arrest him. Alright, I'm gonna go for the... I don't have a bluff option. I'm gonna try the diplomacy route. Oh no. Oh, they know. Soldiers crave discipline, and that's what I gave them. You should take your lessons, Tan. Treason. Men, kill them. Alright, hold up. Did not expect that to be what I walked back into.
Now, strike swiftly.
Oh, you're not getting away from me that easy, buddy. I got daggers and I know how to use them. I better get back to the fort and quickly. Only the gods know what Valis has done to the place. I'll meet you there.
I have to lighten this load.
Who can wear chainmail +1? I know of one dwarf who can do so. Kelgar, my friend.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, 20 armor class. Excuse me.
Perhaps so.
If you say perhaps one more time, we're gonna have to break out some cake. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Glad I could help. I could use someone like you. I could warn you properly for this back in the city. Shouldn't be any problem convincing Captain Berlana that you deserve a little something for helping me out. Stop by the city guard barracks when you find yourself in Neverwinter. Alright. Glad I could help. I could sell the club. Light unlimited uses mass cure wounds. Oh, I'm gonna sell that. I don't care. I'm holding on to all those spells because crafting component. I'm hoping we're going to run into somebody who's a magic user. Man, I'm not going to do any crafting. What am I doing holding on to this crap? Ugh.
Yeah?
Hold on to that if we get a paladin or Cleric in our
What?
group at some point. Alright, let's talk to him. I've already spoken with Marshal Cormac. Patrols to West Harbor will resume right away. I can't believe Valis allowed security to deteriorate like this. I've also spoken with our Smick Jacoby. Be given orders to make whatever spare equipment he might have laying around available to you. He'll charge you cost for the items. Anything else I can help you with? Not at the moment. Let's go talk to Jacoby. Oh no. Jacoby was over here, I think. Apparently my coffee was not enough. Show me what you have for sale. All sorts of goodies. Yeah, but these are molds. I am gonna buy that short bow. I've got the money to burn.
How can I help?
You can use this bow, my dear. And then you sell some goodies to him.
How can I help?
Let's sell the quarterstaff. Nope. Leather armor, longbow, and regular old short bow.
What?
Let's go see if the priest can clear us of our cure wounds or all of the disease stuff. Nice. Healed us and cured us. How many of these can I buy? Like an unlimited amount?
Yeah?
How can I help?
Right? Nice. So she's got 9 of them.
Yeah?
Do I have to put them in their hot bar?
Perhaps so.
Hoping I don't have to. Okay. Alright. Quick save. I believe we may have finished up all the quests in this area. That's in Neverwinter. That's in Neverwinter. That's in Neverwinter. So let me talk to him again really quick to make sure. Garrison suit electrical retention. Maybe he found a weakness. What can you tell me about the King of Shadows? Alright, I think we're good to skedads. Dun 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 dun. question is... We're right over there. We've been there. I think we go to Highcliff next, because I think we have to make our way along the coast up to the city. You have encountered something along the way to your destination. Ruh-roh.
No place to run this town, Kalakcha. But what you have stolen, hand it over, and we will let you live.
This is getting tiresome. What's so important about that blasted thing that has them chasing us over Farron?
We'll just have to keep killing them until they stop.
Hey, that'll be a lot of killing before this is over, I'll wager.
Hand the shard over now, or we will take it from your corpse.
Well, you know... Hang on. And we were just getting to know each other.
Fool, I shall enjoy killing you.
She's liking Fuzan.
Oh, she's helping. Oh, she's a druid. She's a druid. I like druids.
Trolls. Kill them all! Why are you still looking at me? Attack!
You know.
I don't know who you are, lady, but
Nature will have its say.
Take that!
Glory conforus. Land is against you.
Take that!
I think.
Take that!
I think Kelgar needs to drink a potion, and he's being a dummy and not doing
All right.
so.
Give me. Bonaparte.
Take that! That's all you got?
Yeah, see, I forgot I gotta get flanking to get sneak
You
attack.
walk a strange path for a harborman. Apparently I'm not the only one who has a problem with it. Forgive me, but I saw these things about to attack you. I found I could not simply stand by while you were ambushed. Again, I'd like to help if I could. I've been trying to follow you without interfering, but I don't think you'll reach your destination without someone who knows the land.
And who are you?
Yeah, maybe you'd better tell us who you are. And there's others of us here too. If you can take your eyes off our leader long enough to notice.
I really
am
don't like
Elanee.
her.
And rather than shadow you, I would walk with you.
We're doing fine, thanks. And maybe you'd like to explain why you were following us in the first place.
I'd like to know that as well. Tree worshippers tend to keep to themselves and don't pay much mind to travelers who take the roads.
I think you will find tree worshippers a rare thing these days, dwarf. So do not use that word lightly.
Apparently not rare enough to have you come out of nowhere after following us, for hells knows why.
Both of you. Silence!
Always talking, and to the elves and the half-demons and the like. It'll end badly, I tell you.
Yes, and who knows where talking might lead us next. Stow it, Kelgar.
Alright, he's still haven't told me why you were following.
It's a strange circle of who follows who on this road. At first, I was following those who attacked you, but they seem to be following you, which leads me to believe there's something you have, something they want, so I thought that perhaps my enemy's enemies would at least welcome some company to their destination, and with my help, even get there faster.
Faster how?
Well, I come bearing a gift, not just words. I know of a quicker path to Highcliff, and one that will hide your trail as well. There is a druid sanctuary not far from here, the Maiden's Glade, where members of my circle would go for refuge when traveling the land. I can lead you there, and with no further attacks from these hunters of yours. Not that you can't handle yourself, but I'm sure you're growing as tired of these attacks as I am.
What do you know of these attackers?
Little. They are not of the land, that is for certain. They have a strange smell about them, and their speech is like nothing I've heard before. Unless they are speaking to their thralls, it is impossible to make out. But they keep calling you Kalak-Cha. Do you know what that means?
That was my question to you.
Then it looks like when it comes to answers, we have little to offer one another. A pity.
Pity spitty. Why were you following them?
I only recently became aware of them. First, in the Elanee, the wetlands you harbormen call the Mare of Dead Men. I believe they are responsible for many attacks in the Mare and beyond. Not all their victims escaped as you did, and so I followed them to learn of their intentions, and if possible, to stop them.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to join our company.
Very well. That wasn't so hard to admit now, was it?
What? We're taking her along?
Dude,
Why?
the moment I
Is
get a
there
chance
some sort
to
of
boot
problem?
Nishka out of
I'll
the way,
say, you're still talking, and you're
Can't
acting
wait
like
to
you're
ditch
coming
her.
with us. That's the problem.
if she meant us harm, Nishka, she wouldn't have bothered helping us or talking to us.
Well, I'm going to keep my eye on her. And you, it looks like. Forget I said anything.
Fine. Let's be off. Judging by the sun and trail, you were headed to Neverwinter, correct?
Yes, I need to reach my Uncle Duncan
A
in the
shard?
city.
Ah, so that would be the silk-wrapped bundle I saw in your pack. It sounds like that is what those creatures are looking for.
You're being a little too suspicious. But why not?
Well, if they seek it, then let us do what we can to keep it from them. Regardless, I appreciate your trust in telling me. Thank you. Let's be on our way. Follow me. The Maiden's Glade is not far.
When in doubt, check your journal. And if you can't check your journal, learn how to read. Do 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 do.
This is a long way from the road. Are you sure you know where you're going?
Agreed. How much farther is this place?
Not far, for we are already here. This is Eridus, the Maiden's Glade, in the tongue of Harbormen.
Eridus. Sounds elvish, almost Illifarn, in fact.
You are correct. You surprise me. Just as the Mare of Dead Men was once Merdelane, the slow marching court, this place also had a name long before settlers from Neverwinter set foot here.
Did they ever set foot here? I can barely see where we're going.
Trust me, it's no better at my height either. Sure as the hells couldn't find my way back to the road now.
The road to the Maiden's Glade is hidden, known only to druids and the beasts of the land. You cannot revisit this place without me to guide you. The glade up ahead was a retreat for druids, a place of shelter if they needed to heal or rest. Many such places exist along the coast. The animals here would protect the druids, and they will shield you from pursuers if they should find you.
You mean those animals?
Woofies! Woof woof woof.
Rory,
Time for a little...
Rory, come forward.
That's all you got?
The animals here are frightened, and I know not why. There is usually at least one druid in the glade, and They should be aware of the beasts, and us.
Well, I say we avoid any wolves or anything trying to kill us.
I say we fight them. They attack us, we attack them. Besides, could use new boots.
I prefer to get through here without bloodshed.
I think that whatever is wrong here will pursue us to Highcliff. We should investigate if we can.
I think you should listen to our leader more. And trust me, if we're really good at sneaking through here, no one's going to follow us.
Okay, well, first things first.
Everyone, follow me!
Bonaparte. Sanctus.
There are not enemies nearby, what the heck? Let's back out a little bit more. There we go. Alright, one thing I'm curious about is with her, behavior. Okay, puppet mode off, follow distance near, off, cover traps, defend master on, guard distance, off, automatic lock, stealth mode, not stealthy, automatic hang on, overkill casting mode. Uh-huh. What do I make sure? Okay.
What?
What? You've got to figure out how to play the game, mate. Right. Maiden's Glade. Time to figure out what's going on here. Oh, we got corpses up ahead. Spiders off to the right. Wolves, not spiders.
To battle! Let's take that! Time for a little fun!
The land is a...
Oh! Call lightning for the win.
Take that!
Big fan. Starting to feel like an actual adventuring party now. Still need to get a cleric and a wizard though. Problem is I think we can only have 4 people in our party if I remember correctly.
These wolves, they were slaughtered.
As soon as I
and
find a
not
wizard,
for
I'm
food, but out
ditching
of
Nishka.
bloodlust. Is this why the animals attacked us? Whatever is wrong must be here in the glade. I thought the Circle of the Mare would be aware of any disturbance here, but now it seems the task must fall to us.
Why? Let's just go. I'm done stomping through these groves and animals, and letting her pick the trail.
Elaine's right, we should see what's wrong. Elanee, sorry, Elaine. Ha!
You have my thanks. I would hate for whatever pursues us to be at our back.
Gotta figure out what's up. Oh, we should quick save. That is a big ass bear. Get it off! Get it off!
Elanee, you are here.
Caleb?
I came here. Came to try and find you, Elanee. To try and escape the mayor. To seek refuge here.
The mayor? What is wrong?
The mayor. It speaks with different voice now. Its waters, once clear to the circle, are now dark and run deep. So deep.
What do you mean? Where are the others? The rest of the circle?
Vashni and the others. They are lost. Only you remain. I thought I could find you, or Nevan, but what claims the mayor overtook me, clouded my vision with shadows and blood, trapped me in this form.
That's right,
Do
Greg.
not return to the mayor, Elanee.
Christian Bale is doing
Do
voiceovers.
not, or you shall fall to its
The
corruption,
Neverwinter Nights.
as I did.
I am
I...
a werebear.
He's... dead. It was he that caused such unrest here, and why the animals attacked us.
Neverwinter Night too. Dude, you gotta love voice to text chat. You gotta love when it autocorrects. Dude, that's hilarious. Neverwinter Night too. I'm just reading the chat. That's funny shit, man. Alright. What was he saying about the mayor?
I don't know. I've been away from the circle for some time.
Neverwinter
Caleb and I are
Night
part.
too.
We're part of the circle of Merdelane, the mayor of dead men. If the elders, if Vashni is lost, and Nevan is lost, I have been away too long. But this would explain why I could not feel the circle any longer. And as for the land, but we should press on. I promise to lead you to Highcliff and to safety. And so far this path has proved longer than I wished. Farewell, Kaelil. May you rest, and may the glade become peaceful again.
Okay. Well, we killed him. Is there any goodies back in here? I don't remember which way was the way out. Excuse me. Oh, we dinged. I'm so glad I went over here and found these extras.
Nature will have its say.
That lightning spell is awesome. Hashtag badass. We are going to level up before we go any further, though. Level up. We can go here, here, And hell. Doe Daughter, he says, just found you and really enjoyed your Destiny 2 review. Thanks for your approach to content creation. You are welcome. This is the day job, so check it all out. We do lots and lots of video games. What's up? So, you know, guys, remember Where's Waldo? This is my wife's shirt, and I don't know if you guys remember Where's Waldo, but Where's Christina? Do you know Waldo from Where's Waldo? Hang on, I gotta show my wife this. She has no frame of reference because that was a like cultural thing from when I was a kid, which was not in Mexico. Where's Waldo? So where's Waldo? Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt. So when I was a kid, Where's Waldo was this series of like books, and they had these images, and what you have to do is you have to find Waldo. Where's Waldo in this picture? And so they have these books, and you would look in the pictures, and you would say, where is Waldo in this image? Like, because many people have the shirt, but which one is Waldo, right? Sorry, I'm making fun of you. Just teasing. Vai descansar. Okay. Alright, general feats. I want to do two-handed weapons. So I need to find two weapons. Yes.
Follow me.
How can I help?
Yes.
However, let me figure out your spells. What do I want to put in here? More of that lightning and stuff, please. Let's take that creeping cold. And then, yeah, call lightning. Big fan of that. Infestation. Maggots. Now, Spike Grove. Summon creature 3. I do not know what I want here. Yes. I'm going to get rid of Dominate Animal. Let's use 2 Call of Lightnings, please. Why should a spell hold animal? Okay. Well, it looks pretty good. Rest and get everything back up. Quick save. All right.
Perhaps so.
Perhaps. To Highcliff, my friends. When do we get? I'm gonna look something up here. Companions, Neverwinter 2. Okay. Quora, sorceress. You meet her in Neverwinter yet. I don't want to allow ads in your stupid site. Piss off. Sunken Flagon. I don't know where the Sunken Flagon is. Then we have Rock Gnome Bard, Paladin of Tyr, a Moon Elf Wizard, Docks District of Neverwinter. Joins during Act 2. Man, that's too far down. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any magic users until we get to Neverwinter. Alright. Okay, we can go to Highcliff. They definitely make you work to get to Neverwinter.
You're risking your entire ship by going out there, Captain. Ignore me if you will, but at least listen to your own men.
We're leaving port right now. Nothing's stopping this shipment to Neverwinter, especially not a pack of lizard folk. What are you lot just standing there for? Bring up the sails! Man the oars!
The fool is risking a ship worth 10 times the cargo he's carrying. And for what? For the sake of a few extra gold for an early delivery.
Sailing the seas is always risky.
Aye, but he's trying to set sail when we've got lizard folk going out of their way to sink every boat coming out of this village. A good captain is a fool to think he can sail out without drawing the attention of the lizards.
Harbor Master! Out there! Looks like the lizard folk have themselves another victim!
And I think we've all learned a lesson here. If I say it's too dangerous to sail, it's too dangerous to sail.
Well, I'm
Right,
guessing
lads,
we're not getting to Neverwinter.
see what we can do to help those sailors. Let's just hope the lizard folk let them swim ashore. Sorry, but I've got my hands full here. Some of the other sailors should be able to fill you in.
Well, like I said, I'm guessing we're not getting to Neverwinter anytime soon because we were supposed to take a boat and...
My greetings to you.
Yeah, none of these guys want to talk to me. Neither does he. Who might you be, Grishnak? No, where'd you go, Grishnak? You're a strange-looking group. What do you want? Looking for a ship. You and half the town. Stand and watch while they try to repair the Double Eagle. Alright, so everyone's just stuck here. Where are the lizard folk coming from? Where can I find the village elder? What do I look like, a tour guide? Alright, so we gotta find the captain of his ship. Right, Hector? Never win a fight. It's such a great game. Neverwinter fight is one of the best Dungeons & Dragons games ever. Eduardo. Well now, what is this? Traveling circus? Easy, one of them's a harborman. Like what I care what a swamp farmer can do. Alright, we're not here for a fight.
Apio, no.
Hey man, we technically warned him. Kelgar the Crazy. Captain Flynn! Are you the captain of the Double Eagle? My father Tegan said you could help me get to Neverwinter. Got a shipload of cargo right at the docks till the mess is sorted out. Who's responsible for the decks? Lizard folk. Can't you just prepare your ship and leave? Nope. Must be a way to prevent the attacks. Okay. Anyone I can speak to about this? Try the village elder. Adario. I am the only arbor. Do 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 do. What you got? Anything good for me? Don't think you do, and I don't care. Another hour plus one. Ooh, it's Dead at Home Part 2. May end up buying some stuff here. Look at this, El Mata has answered our prayers. Ah, it's good to see you two again. Could use some help again. We still have some money. I'm listening. 2 days ago, our son Rander ran off the old Highcliff who were his friends. They haven't returned, right? Alright, I'll look for them. It's just strengthening Skynet for the inevitable end. Yeah, so this is an interesting conversation because what you guys are talking about in chat right now. So where we live, the government is implementing a new. So this country is moving towards biometrics for everybody. So right now, everyone in the country has. So the United States has its own version. As an example, they do something called Real ID. And over the years, they've just been strengthening and reinforcing all the things you need to do to even have any form of like identification. Like, you got to go do this, you got to do this, you got to verify these 20 different things to verify you are who you are and get an ID card. So here, everybody has a number, which that's every country does it this way. You have a number that's assigned to you. That's your number. And the country is moving towards biometrics. So what they're wanting to do now is by the end of the year, we all have to go in and we are moving from physical numbers. And like I have a piece of paper I keep in a folder, which I've had since I originally got my official residency here 15 years ago, right? And this year, everyone has to go in to the government offices and take that physical piece of paper and upgrade it from a physical piece of paper to a digital version of it, which includes biometrics. So they're doing fingerprints, eye scans. Yeah, it's fingerprints, eye scans, plus the physical piece of paper, and everything's going to be done through an app now. And you won't be able to sign up for you won't be able to open bank accounts, you won't be able to do anything unless you're on the digital ID. Unless you've moved to the digital ID, you won't be able to open anything. So it's like, I mean, on the one hand, yeah, it cuts down on identity theft, but on the flip side, it's surveillance culture 101. Right, but that means every country does it these days. Like, what are you going to do? And it's like, I told Chris, we were talking about it, it's like, it's really one of those things where if you want to live in the modern age and have any sort of, like, if you want to be a part of modern society, you have no choice but to be a part of that. The only other option is to go live completely off the grid in a cave somewhere and not be a part of modern society. But every culture, every country is moving towards all that digital 24/7. Everything's tied in, central banking, Skynet. It's happening, man. Alright, so we have to start with Chandra's farm. Sounds an awful lot like a tavern, but I can't go in there. Yeah, I've read enough science fiction novels and watched enough movies to know that, yeah, it's just a matter of time. But the reality is, too, is like, my job, as an example, everything I do is social media. Everything I do is digital. Like, digital banking, making money online. William, speak with Chandra. Yep, so this is another quest to go speak to Chandra. So these are all quests that are going to lead me out to the farm. Anyway, to do what I do online, I have to be 100% on the grid. I have to be 100% tied into the system, otherwise I can't make a living at all. So, like, as an example, one of the places where I make money is through a company called Lurkit. Lurkit they run campaigns for game studios and publishers. So when a publisher hires me to do something or has me take part in a campaign, they're oftentimes going to use this platform called Lurkit. So in order for me to be on Lurkit, I have to have everything. I have to have an email. I have to have my services plugged in. So my Twitch account has to link to it. My YouTube account has to link to it. My bank account, bank account is a little separate. Those two things have to hook up, my Twitch and my YouTube. Then, in order to get paid through that, I have to have a separate third-party payment processor, which in this case is Stripe. You can also use, I believe, there's another one that you can use. So in order to do that, I have to have a Stripe account. Well, what do I need for a Stripe account? Well, I got to have my bank account linked to my Stripe account. The Stripe account wants me to have all these different checks of IDs in place to be able to sign up for the Stripe account, so I do all that. Then they link to my bank account, and I have to have everything go through there. What does my bank need to do that? They need me to have all of these digital things in place, plus I have to have all these permissions for the digital things to take place. So that whole chain is... that's what I have to do, like, to get paid. And, like, in order to make money off of YouTube and Twitch, I have to have bank accounts linked, and that requires me to be online in a digital form, and I have to be available with two-factor identification and be able to receive text messages to my phone and be able to read QR codes with my phone and to be able to receive phone calls and WhatsApp messages and all this stuff. So I literally can't make money unless I'm tied into the system to do this for a living. So I just have to accept as an individual, I've accepted a long time ago that in order to be a digital, to be able to make money in a digital manner, I have to just ignore and get over the fact that I am being surveilled 24/7. Like, I just accept that that's the cost of entry to do what I do for a living. Now, the moment that I get the opportunity to stop doing that, sure. But I also accept that that's just the reality that we live in. Like, I'm not going to rail against it because, oh, it's evil. Yes, it's fucking horrible. It's like they know everything. They watch everything. You can't, like, everybody knows everything. Everything I do is tracked online. Everything. So it's like, I just accept it, It's one of those things where if you want to operate in the modern world, you have to do it. The only other thing to do, like, it's getting really hard to just do things like cash. Cash society is, it just depends on where you live. There are some cultures that still do cash society, but most countries have moved away from cash because of people avoiding paying, tax evasion, and also tax is not a trackable denomination. Cash allows people to do things off the books, and nobody wants you doing things off the books. Nobody. The government doesn't want you doing things off the books. The social media doesn't want you doing. Everybody wants you to do things on the books so that it's trackable and so that it can be used for data. And theoretically, it's all regulated and nothing bad will ever happen. But just, dude, I've seen way too many science fiction movies to just trust that it's all going to end up perfect, But yeah, it's a there's I can't remember the name of the book. What is it that you need? I was hired by Adventure to show them air on Highcliffs. Offered more gold, and it's stupid to say no, that's what went wrong. If I do find them, I want half whatever they owe you for myself. Alright. There was a very interesting thing. I was watching it last night. I can't remember the name of the guy who wrote the book, but the discussion was on how if you look at the way things used to be, as an example, if I wanted to buy something from China, as an example, like, let's say, I think the example that was used in the video was if I'm a company in Germany and I want to make propellers for ships, and I'm going to buy the metal in China. In order to do that, and then the metal gets shipped to Germany, I make the propeller, then the propeller goes back to China and is used for assembly on ships. So first and foremost, if I want to buy the metal from China, the money, basically, I have to go to my bank. The bank has to go over here. They have to go to here. They have to go to here. They have to go to here, and they have to go to here. There's like 6 or 7 organizations along the way, and every step along the way, every single one of those organizations is taking a chunk of the money along the way. And in the center of that chain is the American banking system, the U.S. banking system, and every way along the way, they're taking pieces. So I buy metal from China, goes through all those steps. I get the metal here, I make the propeller, but now for me to ship the propeller back to the manufacturer, we have to do that whole process again in reverse. So 6 or 8 businesses along the way, they're all taking their cut, and in the middle is the U.S. infrastructure taking their cut. Well, now digital currency. So one of the really interesting things that China is doing is with their central bank and their central currency and WeChat and everything, right? Now the German manufacturer can have an app which allows them to buy their metal directly from the Chinese manufacturer using the app, using WeChat, bypassing the US dollar, bypassing the entire banking system, and it's from the app to here, and it's in that digital currency that is linked to the Chinese central bank. So we've eliminated the entire US dollar system, and we've gone directly from the point of purchase to the manufacturer, and then they ship it. And this is why the US is in a panic right now over China, because China has set up this system whereby we can bypass the US dollar entirely. And so now a manufacturer can go to China, they can purchase directly, skip the transfers, and skip that entire US banking system and all the transfers, and the wire transfers, and the SWIFT fees, and all that shit, and they can just buy direct. It gets shipped, then they take that item, they ship it back, and it's bypassing the entire system. And that has the previous governments in a panic, because the banking system for the US and UK and EU have all been set up so that everyone's getting a cut of the pie along those 8 different transfers that have to happen. So, but again, if you're going to be on the system that China is using, you have to accept. Well, hang on a second though. You're saying good for China, but then you're also saying I prefer cold hard cash in my pocket as it makes me less traceable. You don't get to have it both ways. So the way China is doing it, it requires you as a human being to be plugged into the system. Like, you must have a phone, you must have the app, you must be using the digital currency, you must be using central bank, and you accept that you are being surveilled, and everything you're doing is going through WeChat and Tencent and the central banks. And it but that's the thing. It is a very new and awesome system in terms of convenience, but there is no such thing as being untraceable when you use that system. Flip side is that you can eliminate this BS of 8 different companies taking their cut of the pie along the way. That's part of the problem with capitalism. We're ranting a little bit about global economy here. It's going to be very interesting to see where that goes, because many countries are moving towards that route. Many countries are trying to set up central banks with digital currencies because they're looking at China and saying what China is doing is amazing because it's getting everybody away from the US dollar and dependence upon the US government. But the trade-off is there is no privacy. You must be a part of that digital system. And like my wife was saying last night, she's like, what's next? A chip in your wrist? And I was like, you're goddamn right. The next step is a chip in your wrist. Because right now, everything's done through an app on your phone. Scan a QR code or whatever. We're not going to need that in 10 years. We're going to get a chip in our wrist. I'm going to scan my chip, and it's all going to be done automatically. Like, that's just the logical next step. So I'm all for innovation, but you do have to accept that if you're going to make money in the online space, you have to be willing to sacrifice your anonymity, and you have to sacrifice cash. But I don't like to use cash, and I haven't for years. I'm a big fan and always have been of, like, I went paperless like 20 years ago. I haven't had a piece of mail sent to me since probably 2005. I haven't seen a paper check in 25 years. Right, it's time for someone else to have a go. Exactly, Hector. I'm all for this new system as it shakes the world and we get away from dependence on the US dollar and dependence on that infrastructure, because it has not been a good steward. So it's very interesting to see. I would also urge people too. There's some really good content creators who are out of China who are providing some really awesome educational stuff. Like, there's obviously scary parts about that government, as well as any government. But there are also a lot of cool things that are being done as a society for the people. EMPs are going to fuck everybody. If an EMP takes place, we're all fucked. Like, no one's going to care about cash if the system goes down. If the system goes down, we are back to he who has water and guns is the person who makes the rules for everybody. That's literally what we're going to go back to. If there's an EMP and the system goes down and it's Fight Club style, you know, we're all going back to the days of he who controls the water supply and has the biggest guns is going to be the the person making all the rules. All right, and bottle caps. Don't forget the bottle caps. It's true. I gotta head out, guys. I gotta go take a break, and I'm gonna go watch the most recent episode of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds and get that review out on YouTube here in a bit. And I will be back tomorrow. I might do an afternoon stream today. We'll see how the day goes. But right now I need a break, and I need some food, and I want to go watch my Star Trek and get the review out. So Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, Season 3, Episode 3. I'll have that review out in the next hour and a half, 2 hours. And we'll see what the rest of the day holds. Peace out.